Hi guys, I'm Dr. Chloe Costigan from Mobility Doc. Today I'm going to talk about one of my most favorite things, which is scar tissue. One of my most favorite ways to break up scar tissue is through muscle scraping. So we use the Sidekick tool really frequently here at Mobility Doc, and it's something that can be useful in so many applications, but today we're going to highlight the use of a muscle scraper in breaking up scar tissue. The really cool thing about using a muscle scraper is that you can apply a bunch of different types of techniques of breaking up the scar tissue. So you can do it where you go in line with the scar tissue itself. So say it's a ligament and it was sprained and now those muscle fibers are kind of bunched up. Well, you can go in line with it, or you can go in a cross friction way. So it's pretty versatile. Sometimes it can be helpful first to go in line with where the connective tissue is, because then there's almost like a little less resistance, think of it that way, in terms of getting those fibers to line up like this. So it's like you're kind of smoothing everything out, almost like you're combing your hair. Okay. So for the muscle scraper, the thing that is really important is you want to make sure you're not irritating the skin. So I like to use some type of emollient in terms of just reducing some of the friction that's on the muscle. Sometimes I do muscle scraping with lotion, or in this case, this is ultrasound gel. You want to use something though that will help to just reduce some of that friction. Okay, so say we're targeting the common extensor tendon that attaches to the lateral malleolus. One thing that's important is you want to make sure that you are not on the bone. Okay, so no bone. Okay, this is the bony area. Don't go on that. You want to go just to the side of that. Okay, so I'm going to first start with going in line with where the tendon is and the muscle. And I'm just coming back and forth here, just like this, okay? So you notice though that I'm not going through like a really huge area. You can do that if you're just trying to generally work on just that part of the muscle. But if we're talking about the scar tissue, we just want to go in this 1 inch area, and we're going to go for 1 minute. Okay, something that you can do is you can work on getting a little bit of motion as you do that. I'm really challenging my coordination right now, so I'm trying to then go back and forth as I move my wrist, just nice and slowly. That's where the coordination is a little difficult right now. I'm just going up and down. So you want to do that for 1 minute in each area, and then you can do that for 3 or so different areas. It depends on how big it is. Okay. Another really common area that I do, that I use the Graston, is for someone who's had knee surgery. So say they had arthroscopic surgery and they have these incisions in their three little holes. Then what I'll do is, say a lot of times here's one hole. So then I'll just go through using that muscle scraper through this whole area, just like that. Now, if they had their knee replaced, then what I'll do is I'll come through that whole incision because it goes over top of the knee. So I'll come along that incision, going through that area for about a minute. I'm just coming through. Remember, with something like muscle scraping, you don't want to do this over any type of non-healed incision or wound, right? So if you have some type of incision, you don't do muscle scraping before 4 weeks, because the thing is that even if it looks healed on the outside, it's actually in the under portion of the incision that it's not healed. So you really do need to give it 4 weeks, okay? Same thing actually related to this technique. To break up the scar tissue, you need about 4 weeks or so of consistency in order to see a change. So this is not something that happens just one time overnight. The ankle is another great place to use the muscle scraper. So if you've had chronic ankle sprains and you have some of that restriction of the joint, sometimes what you need to do is you need to use a muscle scraper to break up some of the adhesions around that ankle. Now, here's where it's really important to make sure though that you're not going over the bone, right? So right here, I'm just below the malleolus, and I am targeting the ligament, but that ligament sits right over top of the bone. So it might not be super obvious that you're not on just the bone, but that's where knowing what it is that you're trying to address is super important. So you want to just go just below that part of the just below that part of the malleolus, and you're going to do that for 1 minute. Same thing with the with that front part of the ankle. You want to try to get through that whole area for about a minute. The thing that's important with the muscle scraper is that you go at an angle. So not holding it exactly like this, I'm holding it at its slight like 45-degree angle or so. Precautions for doing any type of scar tissue release. First, if you're not sure, consult someone, right? So talk to your physical therapist, talk to your physician about if it's a good idea to do it or not. Some very obvious things. If it's an open wound, do not do this, right? If you have just had surgery and it's under 4 weeks, don't start it yet. Wait until that 4-week mark and get the okay by your PT or by your surgeon. Know your anatomy, so know what it is that you're trying to target. One of the best ways to know if what you're doing is effective is to test and retest, okay? So if you know, oh, I am having difficulty fully straightening my elbow, okay? Well, once you do one of the scar tissue release techniques, then test it again to see if, oh, is it easier for me to straighten my elbow? Yes or no. You know, sometimes you just need a little more time doing that thing, or sometimes you might just not be on the right area. If you feel worse, then it's important that you consult someone, right? Because it might be that you're just getting a little overzealous, you're doing a little bit too much. It might be that you're not exactly on the right area, or you're on the bone or something like that. So when in doubt, just ask someone. I'm trying to explain this in the most simple way, but sometimes it's actually just not that simple for people. So then that's when you might need some additional help. I would love to hear how you guys made out with this technique, right? It takes a little bit of practice. If you guys have any questions, I'd be happy to answer what I can. I'm sure that you know someone that would also benefit from seeing this video, so make sure to like and share it as well.